I don't know where we would call home aside our place of birth or our place of origin. If we all keep running away, I don't know how the country will get better. Like, I don't know how it will become those countries we envy if we all don't do something back here. Even if you're not in the country, the investor, the business owner should know that they have to do serious monitoring. I don't come to the farm every day. So sometimes I'm not even in the country. Maybe I'm out for about a week or 2 weeks, but I'm also able to manage happenings on the farm.
This is Modupe, a young Nigerian lady who is a poultry farmer and a consultant. So today we are here to learn how she is able to manage her very busy schedule alongside her poultry business, and also get to learn the ins and outs of this particular business from one of the best.
In the past 4 years, she had made a remarkable success out of this poultry farming, and she started cow with just a few birds. Now she's going to a quantity of 6,000 birds, and they have they get a bits of egg like in the hundreds every day. So we are here to let her school us and inspire us about how she got into this type of business, how the journey has been, and what she has to say to anybody that she intending to go there and
Yeah, this is a layer poultry farm actually. What we do basically is just egg production. And their job is just to eat and lay eggs. That's all. And we have a couple of thousands in the farm here. Actually, the old pen, we have 2 pens there actually. So this is like our bigger pen.
All right.
And this is a smaller pen.
Okay.
But that's our first pen actually. Right. So the old capacity is 6,300.
All right.
But what we currently have, because we've sold our birds in this middle row.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we have now is about 4,600.
So how have the journey been for you?
I think it's been great, and it's something I probably would always say to anyone who is interested in starting, that you don't have to wait till you start so big. You can actually start little in 100. I know some people will probably start with 100, with 200, with 500, and some may even just start with 1,000. So while we started here, we started with this first pen, and we started with about 8,200 birds initially. And after some time, we got additional birds. After some time, we did additional pen. So it didn't mean that the fact that we have 6,000 birds now does not mean that we started with 6,000 birds from the onset. We started with 1,200, then went gradually like that. One thing I probably always tell myself before was that, I am not a business person.
Okay.
My own is go to school, have all the certificates, go to the office and work.
Okay.
So this is the first business I am having to manage. And over the years, it's been, aside being profitable, it has also been enlightening for me. It is me expanding, like doing so much more than I didn't even believe I could do. So it has opened me to meeting a whole lot of people from literally around the globe. I am able to teach about this. And you know, sometimes people will say that, you only do what you have passion for. But then when you start a business or when you start any activity, you have to make yourself so good at it and it becomes your passion. Because you're making money from it, you're also able to teach people about it also. So I think it's just wonderful.
So you've been talking about teaching. So where do you teach? Like, where do you teach it? Like,
okay, so I mostly do online consultation.
All right.
I make videos from my farm and post on my social media, TikTok, YouTube.
Oh, you're on YouTube too? How much do you think it will cost someone to start right now?
Okay, to start with how many capacity? Because
let's say like
what you
got one line, the way you started.
This one line, right? So this line is a 1,300 line. So there are 13 rows or 13 sets of cages on this one row.
Okay.
So one cage currently, they cost about 170,000 naira. This is a locally made cage. It's made in Nigeria. It's not imported.
All right.
So it costs 170,000 naira. And one layer bird, as at today, it is between 5,400 and 5,800. I'm sure by next week it will be heading on 6,000.
Do you buy them when they are still?
Oh no, I don't raise them from.
Okay, you don't raise them.
So what I do here is I get them to my farm at 16 weeks. Most of that time.
Points of lay, what they call points of lay.
Yeah, points of lay.
All right.
So we buy points of lay on my farm. I've never had to brood day-old chicks.
Okay.
Another reason I probably won't be doing that is space.
Okay. All right.
And again, that space of land there, we are literally just dumping our waste there. Because waste management is actually very important. It's something a farmer has to consider when starting the farm. So I don't think we want to build anything there. So if we are not building a new structure, then I still cannot raise day-old chicks. I would always buy points of lay. And again, it gives peace of mind. This is my own advice. So this is what I tell intending poultry farmer. If you're a new farmer, just buy points of lay. And instead of going through the stress of raising the birds from day-old, they're calling you, if you're not around, you're bothered about, hey, have they eaten at 7 weeks? Imagine 16 weeks that they will get to us. It's 4 months. So, and they probably will not lay until maybe 18 or 19 or 20 weeks. So imagine all that stress for 5 months. You're just spending money, sending money. But of course, when you buy points of lay, you're still spending money though. But you are not going through all the everyday experiences. And I feel that as a new poultry farmer, you can skip that. As a new layer poultry farmer, you can just skip that and buy points of lay.
And you still make your profits.
Oh, definitely.
Because you were saying something before you started talking about all the spirit of lay. You were telling us the cost.
For this one roll that takes 1,300 birds, you need 13 sets of cages. One is 170,000 naira. And the birds, let's say they average about 5,800 naira.
Okay.
Times 1 tray. Yeah. So you get all that, and that gives you the cost to stock it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just need the cages, the beds. Then of course you need feed as soon as they get to your farm, but that's like another cost on its own.
One of the things that dissuade people from going into poultry farming is that the cost of feeding. So how have you been able to manage it with all this hike in price and still make it profitable? Because again, you make the feeds or you buy the feeds?
No, I buy company feed. I buy feed from companies.
And this is what I say again, that this is a business. We would not handle this business like you are handling a hobby. It's not something we do to pass time, like it's a full business. And anyone who is doing any business, you should have some things at the back of your mind. You should have all your costs at the back of your mind. Your operational costs, how much revenue you're making, and from that you'll be able to know how much profit you should make.
So how do you know the right bets to buy? So you don't buy the right points on here. So you don't buy something that is already sick or something that will not produce.
For myself now, I buy from a particular farm, and this is why an intending poultry farmer has to also talk to people who are in the business.
How many eggs can you get on average from one roll?
I can't use these ones to judge,
Yeah.
because they are young birds.
Okay.
They just got to the farm in December, so they've not gotten to their peak production.
At the peak production.
So at the peak production, let's say we are doing about 85%. It could be more, but let's peg it at 85%. So I should be expecting about 36, 37 crates from this 1,300 birds. But on an average on the farm, we do about 145 crates
every day.
Yes, at the full capacity of the farm.
Okay.
145.
And that will go on for like how many months?
So the birds on my farm actually are different ages.
Okay.
They're not the same age. Yeah, some people will say, oh, do in and out, like sell all your birds and stock it all together. But just do as your power reach.
All right.
Yeah, just do as your power reach. Yeah, so most of the time we do 1 row per section. Yeah. So they can produce at that 85% for consistently for about 10 months. So this thing is like a graph, right? When they start, it goes like this, then it stays, then it starts coming down. Yeah. So but at least it can stay up there if everything is done well on the farm, like good biosecurity, good feed, and that the birds themselves are good birds, and you're giving them their vaccines, their medication when you should. It should peak for about 10 months before it starts coming down again. Yeah. And so for me, once my production has started getting to 58%,
okay,
I sell them off. And me and my farm, I keep my birds for over 100 weeks. I sell them at maybe 110 weeks. That's when I feel that, okay, you have tried, you can go. So that's about 2 years. So imagine you do 2 years times the number of cycles you can keep them for. So you can actually do over 5 cycles using this same cage. And of course, the structure is yours. So you sell the eggs, you sell the birds when they are spent, when they are old. You still make your money. We sell the manure also.
All right.
Yeah, that's like a very constant. You get your returns and you still have all your structure, all your cages. I know some farmers when they are done, when they feel they are done, they sell the cages.
Really?
But of course, you probably can't sell it at the price of the new one. But you definitely sell it at a better price than what you bought it. Somebody that bought their cage maybe by 5 years ago, they'll probably sell it at used cage price of today. Because this is our first set of cages here. Maybe we did it for 65,000 or 70,000 as at when we did it.
And guys, so another interesting part of it is that Modupe is not just doing this poultry farm and her only it's a major hustle. Yeah, I know it's idea. No, it's not. No, but she also has a 95. Yeah, that of to also let you know that you can have a 95 and also be involved in things like this, because this our full channel is all about agriculture and its value chain and what we can do with agriculture, regardless of where we are, whether we are workers in the offices, stay at home mom. There's something anybody who dares to take a step can do in agriculture, even if it's just to sell eggs. Yeah, you can do something. And it's also inspiring that she has a 95. So one thing this is our mainly.
Maybe I should even make it the major or the only or something. But then, it's because you have with like I have a regular job also. Yeah, a regular
A regular job and a regular business. Yeah. So she's been able to work it out pari passu. And I know that with the grace of God, she'll also add a few more to this business that she's doing. Is I have to say to you, what's the return on investment like?
Any business that is able to give you at least from anything from 18-20% is profitable. I mean, after your all expenses and all that, you're able to get 18-20%, then I think it's profitable. But layer poultry farming,
Okay.
you will do 30%. You will do 32% if everything is going as it should go.
Okay.
You have good birds, you have good feed, good biosecurity measures, and good staff. They're not stealing your eggs. But they will steal your eggs. Okay, we really can't avoid that. Yes. There is also to not be too much. With the high cost of feed last year, it couldn't let us do 32%. But I think we literally pegged that 25, 28, 30. Yeah.
Okay. Are we talking about monthly or yearly?
Percentage. I mean, after that, the whole expenses, like expenses, yeah. And this year, is the major, not even at the end of every month, actually.
Okay.
So this feed is like the major expense. Feed will take like 69-70% of your whole revenue. If you're doing 10 million naira in a month, best believe that feed alone is going to take maybe about 6.87 million. Yeah. Then the other expenses, they can't be more than 500,000.
All right.
So your profit it should be.
All right.
Yeah. But feed alone will take at least 70%. Like I told the feed company, it's you I'm working for. It's a very good investment. It's a very good investment in the sense that, so this structure now would be here. So far it is done well. I'm currently doing some small repairs right now. And that's to ensure that things stays well, that things do not collapse. So your building is yours. The cages, they are yours for a long time. So these cages alone, they could go for like over 5 cycles. I mean, and me and my farm, I keep my birds for over 100 weeks. I sell them at maybe 110 weeks. That's when I feel that, okay, you have tried, you can go. So that's about 2 years. So imagine you do 2 years times the number of cycles you can keep them for. So you can actually do over 5 cycles using this same cage. And of course, the structure is yours. So you sell the eggs, you sell the birds when they are spent, when they are old. You still make your money. We sell the manure also.
All right.
Yeah, that's like a very constant. you get your returns, and you still have all your structure, all your cages. I know some farmers, when they are done, when they feel they are done, they sell the cages.
Really?
But of course, you probably can't sell it at the price of the new one. But you definitely sell it at a better price than what you bought it. Somebody that bought their cage maybe by 5 years ago, they'll probably sell it at used cage price of today. Because this is our first set of cages here. Maybe we did it for 65,000 or 70,000 as at when we did it. By the time we were doing our last set of cage over there, it was already 120. And as at today, it is 170. I mean the new one. So the price of things over time. But it's a good investment too. Keep your money and it gives you your money every day. Yeah, so this is where we keep our poultry waste.
Okay.
Yeah, so all we do here is just dump our poultry waste.
All right.
Because of course, like I mentioned, poultry waste management is actually very important in poultry farming.
Okay.
So you're either doing maybe like a sock away to let all the waste go in there. But it probably will mean that at the end of maybe every 6 months, you're calling these waste guys with their
guys.
All right. Come to lift it out of the sock away. So we just drop all our waste here.
Okay.
Throughout the year. Then anything from December, these northern guys, they approach me. Oh, madam, we want to buy your poultry waste, and we talk about the price.
Okay.
And once we agree on the price, they come to bag it in such bags like this. So my own, I don't have any label there. I'm not doing anything. The only thing I'm doing is that I am the owner of the waste. So they bring their label, they buy their bags, they pay me, I count it, and they pay me my money.
Okay, but you don't bag it like...
No, I don't just pour it there.
And
like
the way it is.
Yeah, the man just poured it. So they will come, they will spread it. I think they're the one that spread it this year so that it gets really dried, because it is used as fertilizer in the north. They take it to the north for planting. So it is waste for me, but then something that is waste for me is beneficial to, is gold mine to someone else. Yeah, it's a win-win for all of us.
All right.
Yeah. So currently, I'm selling this for about 2,500 naira per bag. And most of the time, they probably see over 500 bags from me every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many workers do you have?
I have 7 in total.
Okay.
But I have 5 attendants. So you see, we have like 5 rows. So 2 rows there, 3 rows over there. I have one farm attendant managing each line. Then I have a security and the sanitary person that takes the waste out. So I have 7.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, but the sanitary person is just like
no, it's not really on the farm. Yeah, he's an ad hoc staff.
All right.
He comes like 3 times a week. Every other person, they're here every other day. But they have their off days also.